All right, let's just start, because this is this is extensive. Okay, like this is an extensive topic, and I want to make a few disclaimers. I am working literally against the clock in order to make this information available. Um, so I will be working, like, I'm simultaneously working on making the information as available as possible, but also to make the information as furnished as possible, because this is not the type of stuff that people can navigate with just one YouTube video. Okay, this is stuff that I am addressing things that can be resolved through entire journeys. So it's only logical that people should be able to rely on several videos. So yeah. This is to say two main things. If you are victim of abuse and you do not resonate with the three types of groups that I am going to analyze today, let me know in the comments. I want part 2. Okay? Just that. It's easy. I can do second edition, golden edition, deluxe edition, whatever. Okay? But right now, I only have the time to focus on 3 groups, and I've been struggling sometimes to add the timestamps because sometimes I save them, sometimes I don't. As I'm saying, I'm really sorry. I'm really doing my best to work as fast as I can. And so if you want to help, and you can, if you catch a video where the timestamps are either wrong, because sometimes I get fucked up by the app. Okay, I love YouTube, peace and love. Sometimes there are bugs and I just don't realize, and then who knows, like once I realize, who knows where are the timestamps, and I don't always have the time to watch my own videos. So if you do watch the video and you do find the correct timestamps, you can leave them in the comments. Okay, I can either try to pin that, or signal that, or link that, something like that. Yeah, that was all. That was all. See you at the group selection. All right, so this is going to be a pick an object, actually a pick an image, because I'm going to be using 5 runes cards for each group. I really want to dive as deep as possible. So we're going to do a pick a painting. So group number 1, you have the preacher. Group number 2, you have the political mermaid. Okay, there is, I have to unfortunately censor it. For the uncensored version, you need to head to my website, and it's linked usually down below. And then group number 3, you have the shadow dance with my shadow. See you at your group. All right, group number 1, you chose this painting, the creature with the fiery eyes, or the fiery creature. So I'm going to be shuffling on camera, okay, because I feel like this is going to be one of those videos. So I have your first card already, which is Propuste. So I'm sensing that, I'm seeing, not just sensing, that the situation here had something to do with power. There is a power struggle. Someone wanted to be in control of something, someone wanted to be the alpha, someone wanted to be the main character, the main female, the main man, the main thing. Okay, someone wanted to be the prince or the princess of the show. Someone wanted to dictate the rules, someone was trying to act as if they had the scale, they had the ruler in their hand, they were possessing the only right criteria to do whatever it is that you were trying to do, or that both of you were trying to do. So this person is coming off as very frustrated, because this person is deeply convinced is deeply firm and stubborn. I'm getting stiff, like stiff-headed. Like their brain doesn't really I don't know why I want to say calculate, but it's deeper than that. It's like their brain doesn't really stand change. It doesn't really flow well with change. So, sorry, I'm just taking out your clarifiers, and I'm getting that this is a second chapter. But now, this person wanted to dictate justice in your life, like you're either nice to me or you're not going to be able, because I am the person that you should be. This person is an ass kisser. This person kisses ass on a professional level, and they think that that's the only way to gain success. They don't realize that this is the only way that they had in order to grant themselves some sort of safe cave. So this person might have a job, this person might be, I don't know why I'm getting provision, so this person might be mantenida, this person might be someone else's expenses, someone else might be giving money to this person, someone else might be tending their hand to this person, maybe they have an ex-husband or a family, a wealthy family, and so they have a completely twisted vision around power, where they know very well that they have none in the eyes, or at least when it comes to the people who are being generous to this person. But then to overcompensate that, they felt like whatever type of dirty cave they were inhabiting was enough to make them the powerful enough person to dictate the life of other people. So whatever is happening into this person's private life is something that is horrible. Okay, there is something or someone. So it's either a family, a company, a partner, an ex-partner. I don't know why I'm getting a team member. But there is someone in this person or something in this person's life who is crushing them fully, like on a daily basis. Okay, for some of you it's you and you don't even know. This is interesting. You have it's kind of like you have the actual power to become something that would make this person either intimidated or obsolete, or you could walk all over them as if they were just an old rotten thing, as if they were nothing. And they got weirdly obsessed with trying to prevent that, which is weird because I don't see this person trying to prevent it somewhere else, but they were desperate to make sure that at least you wouldn't leave them. That's cute, sad, and empathetic at the same time. They wanted to make sure that you would never achieve that position and that you would always be either tethered or codependent, or just see them as something above you. So I see that you are going to access the best strategies to fight your way through in your solitude. Basically, whatever type of exchange that you have with this person, you need to make sure that the filter remains thick, because nothing that this person is trying to feed, everything that this person is trying to feed you is poison. Like even if when this person is trying to act collaborative, they have second motives. So you need to realize that this person is not going to come out of the shadows unless you force them to. And in order to do that, you need to have strong boundaries, because this person doesn't respect boundaries. So this person is going to try and cross them at all cost, and that is when they are going to realize that behind the boundary there was a whole family, there was a whole crew, there was a whole team, there was a whole situation that was not going to welcome them well. So very likely this person met you while you were traversing unfamiliar territory. Either this person tried to access your comfort zone while you were outside of your comfort zone, or you were entering a new dynamic and this person was trying to make sure that you were not going to be able to progress in there. This person was like relentlessly trying to set you up for failure, but they were doing way too much. Like, this person's hands are now dirty. Okay, this person became guilty of something that they simply cannot erase. And there is something with this person's twisted ways that is also teaching you a lesson, or it's rather reinforcing a belief about you wanting to do things the right way. Because I feel like the way you look at this person right now, it's like you see them as something that is beyond disgusting. Like, it's something that you wouldn't even dare to touch or breathe in the same vicinity. Like, you feel like you are almost physically allergic to this person. Just thinking that you will have to deal with them, it irks you, and you have every right to, because this person is being abusive. Okay, but before you are able to actually stop them, before you are able to get to the point where, like, to the breaking point where you have enough arguments to either call them out and call justice, or move forward and move away. But the thing is that regardless of the outcome, whatever it is that you have on the horizon is extremely brighter than whatever this person could ever hope to achieve. Like, this person is meant to remain behind. Yeah, this person is fucking themselves up. This person is fucking themselves up because you need to be relentless when you also choose peace. And that whatever type of attack that this person is trying to do, it can only attack the version of you that is outside of your comfort zone. This person is trying to attack something that they have no power over. This person is trying to stop the progression of something that is not in their hands. And so it's by relentlessly reminding them that they do not have any rights. This is like the annoying neighbor who tries to leave their car on your parking lot. And at first you're like, oh, could you stop? And perhaps they were trying to be overly friendly. Oh, but we're neighbors, I got you, you got me. And then the next day they were leaving their trash, and you're like, yeah, no, actually you can't do that. And perhaps you started noticing that actually their parking lot was fully clean and they were just using your property as if it was theirs. And so you might have to call the police on this person at some point. You might have to bring in greater power, greater hierarchy. And do not get curious about this person. Do not try to stalk them back. Do not try to see what's going on in their house. They might be dangerous. Do not go and try to see where they live. Do not go and try to question them. Hold your boundaries firm. And I see that this person is stressing you out, so spirit is stressing you back into self-care and regeneration. Okay, make sure that you stay strong, because this energy, this situation is unfortunately taking a toll on you. It's taking a lot of energy from you, because you are having to deal with an energy that is misplaced. This energy not supposed to be here. This is like a complete stranger who would dream to sit on your bed and ask you, what else can you give them? And you're like, I have nothing for you. Like, you're nothing to me. You stink a little bit. You suck. So just stay in your lane. Just stay in your lane. But I don't see this person being capable of doing that. So you're basically going to have to repeat the same thing over and over again, like back off, back off, back off, back off. And for some of you, you might have to call in greater justice. You are going to know when it's time. Okay, when this person trespasses way too much, like at some point you might literally find them in your garden or something like that. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting this neighbors fight situation, but I feel like it's also like could be directly related to somebody's situation, but I also feel like it's a very good metaphor, because it's something that is very direct. Okay, then we can be talking about social media, we can be talking about a professional path, or an artistic career, an artistic project, something. This person knew that they were doomed in their career, in their artistic way, in their artistic pursuit. It's like this person is an artistic failure if they are into arts. This person is an architectural failure if they are into architecture. And it's because this person was just obsessing over trying to please everybody else, like the greatest assholes that they met through their progression. They thought, okay, my job is to please them, so I'm going to deform myself in order to give them what they wanted, without realizing that they were being abused, that it was not leading them anywhere. It was not making them not smarter, not stronger, not prettier, not more talented, not anything, not more powerful. It was just deforming them. And yeah, I feel like this person, this person is alone as fuck. This person is alone as fuck, and this is basically the only way. This is the only way the only way they know in order to get close to people is to be very weird, to be very forceful with their energy, to expect way too much from people, and it's like nobody's your parent. And before you say, yeah, but like adult adoption is not a thing, it is. Check that on YouTube. There's a version that I like really much where there's an informed background comment, ongoing comment from an intellectually awakened vlogger. And so you can really see the creepiness in that, you know. You can really see just how disgusting the people who portray those type of arguments are. Because when you put things in front of a camera, it magnifies quite a lot. Because when you have those type of discussions and everybody is down looking at their plate and trying to survive the toxic dinner, And there's toxic uncle, stinky toxic uncle number 5, who goes like, yeah, I mean, that's the least that I could expect. And nobody dares to say a thing because uncle is drunk. um, it it gets swallowed, okay? It gets ingested too. It's poison that gets accumulated inside of the system. And so this person is full of shit because they never recognized that they were actually the weak ass family member being like, yeah, he's so funny, and he's not. Because when you put uncle number 5 in front of a camera and with a documentary crew, then you start to see just how creepy, disgusting, and dirty as fuck this person is. Okay, like I literally saw the episode of a guy who was like, oh yeah, I'm going to adopt a pregnant woman and we're going to treat her like a child, and I just hope that I am going to be able to behave because otherwise I risk to become attracted to her. Like, it was not even a 5-minute sentence. I could literally pinpoint each and every single word and how it is vomit inducing. So I let you imagine how pleasurable, how pleasant, how potentially attractive the rest of the documentary or episode or series or just thought process is. All right. So don't forget that you have the full power to manifest your best outcome in the situation. Okay. The only doubt comes from the relentlessness of this person, when it's like you cannot even rest properly because each and every time where you sit your ass down, there comes this motherfucker again trying to be in your energy and trying to be abusive, and you're like, you do realize that you do not even have the arguments to make me feel a certain way. You do not have good advice to give. You do not have wisdom. You do not have practical experience on the terrain. You have nothing but shitty baggage. And some knowledge that you might force in your little head out of fear of being judged as less than. You're less than nothing. Okay? And you are going to need to start placing things where they are. But I see that this is naturally going to happen, where you are going to take the ego away. Okay? I see that this person sees something in you that they mistook as weakness. So perhaps you are very I feel like saying lighthearted, but in the sense where you know how to go with the flow. So this person might have seen you just pack your bags and leave, and they thought, and again with the neighborhood house metaphor, in their head they were like, oh, I'm so smart. Group number 1 leaves their house unattended, so I can use it as if it were mine. Nobody's going to notice. Nobody's going to know. And you have security camera. Like, you're only that much laid back because you take care of your safety. Because you have a security system in place. Because whenever there's a trespasser, there's also a loud as fuck alarm that goes off. And this person was like, oh, so if they're absent during those hours, it means that it's free for me. Try and find out. I don't know why, but someone might get electrocuted. This person is very stupid, Something might go on with their hand. There's divine justice at place. Spirit is with you, so you're only going to have to do so much. Okay, only focus on doing your part. You do your job, you take care of whatever it is that you need to take care of, and you each and every time where this person pops up, it's like go back, and you make the barrier thicker, and you do not have the need to notify them or to let them know exactly how the barrier works, because they were never going to get invited and they were never supposed to be in there in the first place. So in Italian we say a warned man is a half saved man. Same with a woman, same with a cat, same with a dinosaur. You can only warn people until so long, until so much, until they fuck up so much. Like, at the end of the day, if someone is stupid, you gotta let them learn the lessons. You cannot be the mom friend of just anybody. Perhaps this person spotted some sort of grounded and maternal or paternal energy in you, and they were like, okay, they can be this to me. And again, adult adoption, unfortunately, is a thing, but it's something that only the worst scum on the earth ever requires to, and it's usually to sexually abuse vulnerable people. So if you go and try to do that with someone who is simply kind but independent and really doesn't need taking care of a stinky, sweaty adult, you're putting yourself in a very weird situation, for starter. It could become dangerous, but this is going to depend. But at least the situation is going to be weird. That's for sure. What are you even doing? No, okay? Come on. I don't know, but this is also this person is weird because I see them as someone who would also not shy away, but feel scared away when someone in the streets were to approach them, or be a little bit too too clingy with them when they don't know each other, and they don't realize that this is how they are coming off. That they are trying to chase you, and it's like, this is not how things work. Okay? In real life, between adults, this is not how things work. I'm sorry that nobody explained that to you. Someone else should have done that. Apparently, it's going to be the law. I don't know how the fuck you passed so many filters so far, but it was meant to happen. You need to know how to behave. It is what it is. Sorry, I'm not sorry. I mean, and there's no shame in jail. I mean, people sometimes have very deep awakenings with that. I did some time in a mental facility because of my family, and yeah, this is confirmation. And it was the lowest point in my life. I was being very honest with myself about that. But I learned from that. I took some very important lessons from that, and I walked away knowing very well what I was going to do, because I had tasted what it felt not being able to shape reality, not being able to be out in the world and move things, not being just looking at life as if it was somebody else's movie, and not being able to make my own moves, and not being able to tell my own story, not being able to say whatever it is that was pleasing or displeasing me, and make plans and make projects and be ambitious and have fun each and every fucking day, because it's not for granted. It's something that you need to cherish each and every fucking day. Nobody owes you that. That's a trap. That's a trap. Stay busy and go to war. So I feel like this is going to happen in 2 phases. Phase number 2, you fix whatever type of thing, whatever type of leaking information, whatever type of low-hanging fence that was allowing this person in, that was letting this person have the impression that they were a part of the main story. And once this person still tries to cross boundaries, then you pull out the big guns, and you are going to know to which level you need to involve the authorities, meaning that if this person has a restrictive order, you pick up the phone, okay? If this person is acting all kind of fucked up at work and trying to pull strings that they are not attached to, you pull the strings that are actually attached to the top. Like, you ring the bell, you ring the security bell, you call the police, you call the cops out of the fucking blue, you don't even give them a warning, you let them get electrocuted, and you refuse to pay their fucking bills because you gave them 100,000 notices. So by now, if you can read enough to steal my post mails, you might be able to read enough to know that it's time to fuck off. So, thank you very much. Group number 1. I hope this gave you clarity. If so, you can leave a comment down below. This can help me grow the community and help other people reach out to this channel as well. So, yeah. That's basically the only thing that I'm asking in the collective, open, 24/7, fully free space that I'm holding. Okay? Stay blessed in the meantime, and talk soon. Hello, group 2. So, I need to censor this again. You have the mermaid. You chose the mermaid. So, I'm getting an ongoing battle against someone who tried to wear many hats. So, this can refer to someone wearing different masks, wearing different roles, but this can also be someone who embodied or tried out different techniques. Okay. I'm hearing smart you out. Basically, this person was trying to use their brain, their wit, their intellect to take you out. Okay, like a smooth criminal, this person was trying to take you out without getting their hands dirty. So I see this person trying to destroy you mentally, slowly, to the point where you wouldn't even be able to escape because of how tethered you would be to them. This person thought that okay. Sorry, this is just a bit triggering. Which is telling me like the type of heavy emotions that are going through the dynamic and all of that. So this person was kind of hoping to tire you down. Okay, this person was playing the long game for the worst, where this person was hoping that you would become way too old to either see what they were doing or heal from what they were doing. Okay, so I'm taking out your clarifiers. This could be an ex But this could also be a family member, a mother figure who wanted to be taken care of for the rest of her life. And instead of nourishing their children, she rather tried and poisoned them slowly so they would become disabled. But not like disabled enough to not move away from them, but able enough to do the hard work for them. So whatever type of separation between you and this individual, and I'm seeing it twice, okay? Meaning that this means, okay, the separation between you and this individual is something that's probably going to happen in phases. This individual is going to try and pop up and ruin your life over and over, and you are going to see more and more just how much in denial it's not even denial, it's they are desperate to be in denial. They're desperate to justify their own abuse. They're desperate to tell themselves they are not going to go anywhere, so they might as well stay with me. And you might be chained to the fucking kitchen table, be like, I'm trying to go somewhere, but you're keeping me here, you malefic bitch. Maleficent bitch. But the problem is that they just keep on, okay? Like, you might set yourself free from the kitchen table, and there you are, pulling you back and tying you to something else. But in their head, and you need to know that. You need to understand how relentless this person is, because for some of you, they are willing to be so dangerous that you might not see it, or rather, your intuition is telling you something, okay? But your physical reality is telling you something else. What your physical reality is telling you is that it is too dangerous to leave this person because of how much this person abused you and scarred you. You know it, they know it, everybody knows it. They are just loud at denying it and lying to everybody. But this is the truth. And you need to start seeing just how much of a risk it is to stay with them, even if you feel weaker. Like, you know that you cannot bring yourself to a totally safe shore just yet. Once you realize that this person is abusive, once you realize what type of game this person is playing, this person has been playing that for quite a long time. So you have quite a lot of poison that you need to purge. And this angers you. There's also that. This angers you because this person is acting like a toddler. But unfortunately, you are in a position where you feel like you are at the mercy of a toddler. So you need to use that anger, though. You need to use that anger as fuel. That is the strength that your physical reality is not giving you. You are not being nourished. You are not being taken care of. You are not being fulfilled in a loving way. You are not being prepared for battle. But you are being prepared for death. You are being prepared for death, and I see you having to craft your way out of nothing. You are going to have to show up to your opportunity unprepared. You might have to, okay, initial figure, final figure. This is probably the best way to show it. You start with someone who is fully dressed up, and you end up with someone who is naked, but they're holding a golden coin. So there is a work there where everything that was being placed upon you, you managed to condense it in a very small space. So you might need to travel light in order to take yourself away from this person. And you are going to have to force yourself back to strength. Okay, I have bring sexy back. So I'm gonna share my personal story, and then I'm going to try and, or I'll just make a general example first, and then I'm going to share my personal story. That's probably better. So you might have to embody the form of a champion, the form of a savior, while you don't feel ready yet. Like you're still patching yourself. You're still rebuilding yourself. And, but you already need to act like you have it all together, because that's the only way where you are going to climb to the ladder, basically. It's like there might be some legal barriers too, where you cannot directly go at this person, because this person might have scarred you so bad that if they were to try and make you appear as scary, sorry, well, could be, but like either as scary or as crazy or as unstable, they could, and you know that, they know that as well. So you need to fake your sanity. You need to fake your healing. I ran away from my toxic mother, and she was trying to slowly poison. I mean, she had been slowly poisoned me several times, and then I would miraculously heal when I was away from her, and I could never put the pieces together. But she would also torture me when I was a baby, and I would always fall sick whenever I was with her, and she tried to sabotage me. Each and every turn, she stole part of my tuition money. I was working hard at my university, and she stole some of this money, and it was all to compete, which is utterly embarrassing to admit. I feel embarrassed for her, to be honest, to having to face the possibility of ever being recognized as her daughter someday, somehow. Like, if I could avoid that completely, I would have already done that. But yeah, she went off and started buying designer clothes for herself. I was covering also some family bills. There are other people involved, so since they have been threatening me legally, I can only disclose so much. But unfortunately, she's the one who already fucked up completely, because she tried to force me to sign stuff against me, and like, it's on my phone. Basically, it's on my phone. She knows that I know that, and it is what it is at this point in time. But basically, I feel like the most human, honest reaction would be to wanting her dead. Like, she failed so much her mission as a mother, as a woman, as a human being, that at this point in time, I just look at her from afar and I'm asking myself, why are you even still alive? Like, what do you still have to prove or do? There's no relation. There's no possible rebuilding of the relationship. This is something that literally never existed. So, but she was just blinded. Like there was no possibility of letting her know how stupid she was behaving, because it's again the person tied to the kitchen table. I'm tying you here because you try to escape, and the minute you try to explain to your kidnapper, yeah, but I'm trying to escape because I'm not supposed to be held here, then they're hitting you and telling you, I'm hitting you because you're talking back. And I'm just trying to have a normal conversation. And but the point is that their normal conversation was, you make me insecure, so you need to die. So at some point, you need to understand what is the motive of this person, because you are going to have to be able to beat them at their own game. And as stupid as it sounds, because believe me, if I say that I'm the first one who feels stupid as fuck to be in this type of feud, I invested all the energy that I could in trying to become a model, a dancer, an actress, like any type of female figure, a singer that could be in the spotlight. I took it. Is that available? I'm here. Can I learn that? I'll learn that. Is that a skill? Perfect, I have a brain. Is that something that I can do with my body? Perfect, I have one. It's broken, but I can at least try to fix it. So that bitch will start acting so crazy that I will not even need to remind everyone who she really is. And this is to say that you do not need their collaboration. And this can be a disheartening type of knowledge where, cool, you don't need their collaboration. Terrifying if you are still in a situation that forces you to have a collaborative approach with this person. And so, as I was saying, your separation is coming in waves. Both waves, the first separation and the final separation, it's going to feel like a risk-taking type of approach, because you are going into uncharted territory. You are advancing, you are moving forward into the dark. So you're only going to have so many points available to you to tell you, okay, you can move forward. Because if there's bureaucracy involved, even if it's an emergency, bureaucracy has bureaucracy timing. And it is what it is. But Spirit is with you. So you are going to have to start walking away from your abusive situation and then rebuilding yourself enough to send the boomerang right back, while facing uncertainty in both cases, in both occasions. You will not have in your hands all the answers, all the security, all the signed paperwork in order to feel comfortable in taking the next step. It is going to be you rushing out of the door, very likely, with a little clothes on, nothing but a backpack, nothing but a wallet, nothing like just you and your car, but you are going to have to leave behind something. And you are going to have to be patient with your actual healing, because as I was saying, your actual healing is deeper than just rebuilding yourself. What you went through with this person was literal hell. So what you want to send back, what you want to get rid of, it's literal hell, but you need to put yourself in the right position to do so. So you need to conceal that hell for quite some time, knowing that once you put yourself on the right spot, it just, okay, grounded there. And I have a lot of ammunition. Okay? And yes, I laugh about it. I laugh about it. Because it's easier when you see it as a game. So, self-defense charms. Thank you. Yeah, retreat. While this person is in full-on attack mode, you will have to swallow a lot. And while you are going to be in full-on attack mode, you are also going to be way more graceful than them. So the whole point is also not becoming them. The point is not you locking yourself inside of their darkness, trying to convince them to let you out of that. They are never going to allow that. They what's the word, a catheter, the thing that they put in the hospital, they feel like you are their life force. You are the lottery ticket. For some of you, they might be as cold as wanting to make you fall sick so that they can collect a social check. Oh, I have a disabled daughter. I'm doing the best that I can. Can please someone avoid me to become a full functioning adult because I suck and I'm useless? Yeah, this person thought that you were just a thing in their smart plan. And you need to know all of this, because this is fueling your rage, but you need to learn where to put it. You need to learn how to have vision, even when it comes to divine justice, even when it comes to playing your role in divine justice, because this person opened up the play. This person set up the theater, and this person was very loud and clear about the type of role that they were going to play. And so if you want to play the bad guy who kills Mufasa, at some point there is going to be Mufasa's little cub who's not a cub anymore and is now going to kick your old rotten ass. How about that? By the way, in my family there was also a mysterious death of the most promising sister within the family. And I'm the only child who met them, apparently, and I carry her name. And later on, I found out that her sisters became involved in dark voodoo and dark magic while not even being in control of their human self. So leave the 5D self alone until you can control the 3D one. Okay, there are levels to this, there are steps to this, and the only reasonable step when you overstep this type of boundaries is to be reminded of them sooner or later. So here the fuck I am. So, I don't know. I don't feel like telling you much more. The situation is quite self-explanatory in itself, meaning that it sucks. But what I can also tell you is that it's going to suck even more if you do nothing and just let them win. And sometimes it can be as simple, or it has to be as simple as that. So, I'm sending you strength right now. I have other videos. I made a special disclaimer at the beginning of this one. I post constant material on all of my platforms, but I'm also starting to post spells. So if you want to become involved into the type of protective energy, just check my page. You can just leave comments and just follow the instructions, basically. Okay, it's as simple as that. At least in here, I try to make things as simple as that. Okay. All right. Group number 3. I was channeling this song. Don't say a word while you dance with the devil. So, are you dancing with the devil, group 3? Because it looks like you are. Not gonna lie. I pulled out all your cards already because there was a screeching noise outside, so I couldn't shuffle on camera. But I'm seeing things quite clearly, meaning that this is the type of hell that you cannot really see because it's not as bad as other stuff that you've experienced, or this person is covering up their intentions quite well, in some cases quite well, or in other cases they are very, very obsessed with hiding their intentions. This person wants to provoke and produce a certain outcome, and the certain outcome is that you stop your forward motion and you go back to them. The problem is that this person is trying to cause that through chaos, and it's a type of chaos that I really don't like. I don't want to see this type of stuff. So whoever this person is up to a whole lot of fuckery, and this person is also willing to watch you go through a whole lot of fuckery, just that you would run back to knocking at their door like, please, please take me back. As if. So this person is using their communication, is using their throat chakra. They're using it in the worst way, but we're going to see that this is good for you because this person is showing to you their true colors. I see your true colors shining. That's why I blocked you. Okay? This person is letting their true colors shining, and unfortunately they shine like a piece of shit. Because I also have, don't listen to them. So You're a tough cookie. This person sees you as a tough cookie. This person sees you as someone who is hard to break. And in their mind, what happens is, I need to become even smarter in order to break that cookie. You're not supposed to break it. That's why it's not working, you stupid fuck. Okay? But since this person is not willing to see that, we are going to see that for them so that you can act according to your own interests. Because let's remember that even the toughest cookies can sometimes break if you just keep going back to a situation that is relentlessly trying to break you. So this person is sitting down in their corner and they're planning, oh yeah, they're going to come back and then I'm going to use that technique and then I'm going to make them feel rejected like that and they are never going to know that I'm interested. They don't want to make it, no, they don't want me to tell you. I'm just going to take a break and continue, don't worry, I got a good memory. Oh my god, that was long. Okay. So as I was saying, sorry, it was long for me, not for you. But this person is trying to cause you to run back to them. And so this person is either trying to instill fear into your ears so that you would attract negative experiences. Like this person wouldn't mind if you were to be attacked, for some of you, getting raped. For others of you, if this person has been relentlessly trying to convince you that you're not attractive enough, you're not good enough, you're not good enough of a partner, this person was trying to make sure that you would choose the worst partner possible so that you would end up disappointed and run back to them. I was in this play when I was a young teenager, Midsummer Night's Dream from Shakespeare, and I was the queen of the fairy. And the queen and the king had a very toxic relationship when you look at it from a modern perspective. And I was actually playing in the scene where the queen of the fairies wakes up after someone put a magic potions on her eyes, and it makes her fall in love with the first one that she sees. And unfortunately, it's like a random guy who was previously transformed into an ass. So everything was done just to mock her and fool her, make a fool of her. And the king felt like he had to assert his power. But what power? You talk to a stupid guy, you pay them to sprinkle some juice, and then you laughed at something that was objectively funny if it hadn't been abusive. So is that power? So you know what they say, eventually one or two things are going to happen. They are going to realize that you're worthy, or you are going to realize that they're not. And what's happening is that you are realizing that they're not, that this person is full of shit, that this person is very stupid, that this person acts and thinks not even like a child. This is like a psychopathic child, because what are you even doing? And this person was trying to blind you from your power. So Spirit is also coming in to tell you, please remember who the fuck you are. Whatever type of weird experiences you might be going through, it's because of that fuckery, okay? This is not the real extent of what you can do. You're not supposed to hold yourself back so that this person can fake to catch up, or they can hold up a narrative where they were magnanimous enough to take care of you and to eventually fall in love with you despite all of your flaws. They're full of flaws and full of shit. So you see how the scale, it's kind of hard to go on their side. So I see this person also trying to operate over your finances, the way you make money. Make sure that you do not waste too much time trying to discuss with them, convince them that you might have to act in the shadows, and talk to a whole bunch of people in order to figure out what's going on, in order to figure out how you get yourself back. But you are going to be able to put yourself in a position where, because you choose to do the hard work, because you choose to not entertain this person, because you choose to retrieve your energy, to not even leave breadcrumbs to where this person can still find ways to think that their opinion has any sort of importance, you're going to get rewarded for that. Okay, this can actually come in terms of financial freedom, financial gains, material stuff. You might have eventually go to war, but with this against this person. But the good thing is that you are going to be able to do that from a position where they're not even going to be able to touch you. They are going to be throwing stuff at you, and it's just going to bounce back from the wall, because you're not even going to be there. You are not even going to be available. You are not going to be attached to them. You probably do not own shit to this person, and this person is trying to force the situation to make sure that you do, or that you don't have any choice. So either it's the type of stupid fuck that if you give them a gift, they would answer, "Oh yeah, I'm only taking it because it's from you." You gotta say thank you, motherfucker. And give back. You should start by giving, actually. That's how people owe you stuff. Okay? Because you can talk. See? My hand is moving. Is it causing anything? No. Is it moving anything in reality? No. Is it actually accomplishing anything? No. It's just moving. It doesn't mean a thing. It doesn't mean shit. So that's what this person is, a puppet. But they are trying to create a thick layer in front of your eyes, so make sure that you stay connected to your own source, to your own messages, and to your own truth. Because I also had, yes, this one. Third eye chakra, you are eventually going to realize that this person isn't worth the trouble, and that whatever type of trouble that they were putting you through is enough for you to reject them to the fullest. It's like, whatever it is that this person pulled out, I'm sorry, but no one is supposed to take that shit from you. Not your parents, not your child, not your girlfriend, not your, perhaps I wish she was my girlfriend someday, not your co-worker, not your anyone, not even the Pope, not even a saint. Nobody's supposed to give a fuck about the fact that you are an adult who doesn't know how to talk. It's just unfortunate. So you're going to find a lot of clarity and a lot of wisdom by taking a break from the situation. I'm going to say it louder before I need to take a break, because I don't know if the battery is going to support me, but you're not supposed to keep on entertaining the energy anymore. Fuck. Okay, I'm back. So, how can you make sure that you have your best, most positive outcome? This person is trying to make you restless to the point where you don't see your potential anymore. You feel like you need to prove yourself to them. And as long as you are still under the spell, unfortunately, the thing cannot come in. Spirit is going to keep you on hold until you heal. Can you hear that? It's loud as fuck. Okay. Um, random message before I can continue. Your third eye chakra has been telling you stuff about this person, that this person is not master of their senses. Okay, I don't know if this is going to stop, so I'm going to take a picture, and group number 3, you are going to find the rest of your message in the... Let's continue. So as long as you keep on making them a part of the narrative, even in your own head, where you might still be rushing forward, you are still networking, you are still following your own spiritual guidance, there might still be a part of you that, like, in silence and secretly still wonders if this person was right, and you need to correct that. I have focused action rather than overspending. It's not about buying the best dress to impress this person and make them see what they were losing. Okay, this person didn't even know what to do with that much, so of course they were meant to lose that. They didn't even have the resources to keep up. Could be emotional, could be intellectual, could be financial, whatever. This person didn't have it. I need to at least try and close this. So, puta madre. I'm trying to be polite today. Sorry. It's literally five minutes. Come on now. I feel like this is how this person sounds. This person is a brat and a pain in the ass. So, as I was trying to say, you have a lot of emotional baggage left from the situation. It's time to stop trying to pour it back into that shithole. It's just being swallowed and transformed into more ways for this person to try and keep up their shitty theater where they are in control. They are not even in control of themselves. So who else are you trying to control exactly? It's pathetic. So use art and creativity. Las mujeres, las mujeres, as Shakira said, ladies no longer cry, they make money. So there is something that you can do that has to do with your work, with your creativity, or starting something new could also be referring to that, where you need to put all of that. It's not because this person is free to roam. It's not because this person is forgiven. It's not because this person doesn't deserve to know that they are a useless piece of shit. It's just that because the priority for you is to heal. The best comeback is the one that you're going to have at the end of your own tunnel. Yes, it was this person, the one who put you on the tunnel, but they do not have not the capacity nor the interest to pull you out. Okay, they're just wanting to stay in the tunnel so that they can visit the tunnel as much as they want to, and it's about them time that next time they try and go into the inside of the tunnel, they realize that it's dark, it's lonely, and they're the only motherfucker in there. This person is screaming at the walls, nobody is listening to them. What the fuck are you even doing? I don't know why, but yeah, this person is not using the right ways to progress in their life either, so it's not like they abuse you, but yeah, you can't even fall into the trap of thinking, oh, they're abusing me because I don't know, because I'm doing something wrong or whatever. but they are such a great person behind the scenes, or they are something so much great aside from what they do to me, and they're not. Okay, this person has no possible future. Whatever it is that they are doing it wrong. Okay, nothing fruitful is going to come out of whatever it is that they are currently doing. Nothing. They do not have the capacity, they do not have the vision, they do not have the knowledge, they do not have the skills, the patience, the motivation. This person might start to try and fix their life for one day, and then, oh, it didn't work miraculously overnight, I'm going to quit. You know, it's this type of stupid, okay, where you cannot even save them. You can explain things to them, but unfortunately you can't understand them for them, and this person would like you to do the hard work for them. Oh my god, this person is fucking pathetic. My ex was like that. Like literally crying in the middle of the kitchen. You can't leave me like that because you promised that you were going to do my professional material for me. You're 30, bitch. I'm not supposed to. It's embarrassing that I am. I was trying to save my own reputation until I realized that I couldn't. Okay? I know it's harsh. What else are you waiting for, King? Possibilities are receding through time, just as your hairline. Yeah, I see you finding help along your journey, while this person is ending alone as fuck, because they're doing the same type of shit to everyone around them. Okay, they just blame everyone around them for not letting them do the work, then they don't do the work, then they expect the same people that they blame to come back and do the work for them, which is fucked up. Are you, what, like 3? And looking for a foster home? It's not even cute. This person is being placed on hold, okay? This person is also being placed on wait. This person is being kept busy. You are being protected from meeting this person. As if you choose to not wanting to deal with this person, you're not going to. You need to understand that you're the one who is low-key allowing this energy back in, and you need to take full responsibility for this. I know it's triggering, but it is what it is. You're the only one who can climb the ladder outside of this dark hole. But the good news is that once you climb out, they cannot follow you out, because now you are in the light. So everything is being shown clearly to you. And they could only play these games while in the dark, so they need to remain in the dark in order to keep this illusion of power. And apparently that's what they want to maintain. This person wants to keep up their own detriment. And you have the whole world inside of you. I was about to say in front of you, and I don't know why I said inside you. But likely you do. You just don't show it to just anyone. And this person probably wanted that for themselves, and they were like, oh, I just need to, break them harder. Which is sad and pathetic, because, I mean, it's sad for you, but I see you healing. So you also need to understand this. It's been sad for you, but it's going to be worse for them. Because at the end of the day, they're the one who has no idea how to access to their own inner world, they're the one who has no idea how to be in touch with somebody else's inner world. This is someone who wasn't socialized correctly. This is someone who never took the time to socialize themselves properly. This is someone who never reparented themselves if they were neglected as a child, and at some point it's going to show. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. At some point you are going to meet up with adults who actually do have what you're lacking, and they are going to expect stuff from you, at least a certain level of communication. If you cannot comply with that, you're not going to be taken into consideration. It is what it is. You can't go inside of a pharmacy and ask for a baguette. Okay. You know what? Dark humor is a very useful coping mechanism. I am going to keep this very specific joke for myself because this is the type of stuff that I should probably not say out loud. Anyway, let's find another example. You cannot walk into a vegetable store talking about astrophysics stuff and hope to get your order right. This is upside down, but it's to say that if you only have limited codes, those codes are only going to take you so far. And this person can only go so far, unfortunately. But you cannot hurt yourself to make sure that this person doesn't stay alone in the dark. That's not love. That's self-hate. So you need to love yourself more than what you want this person to heal and come clean. This person might have addictions, and you were like, oh, they would be such a great person without addictions. Hell yeah. No shit. But nobody can detox you from that. Only you can do that. Yes, structures can give you a space where you can sleep properly, where you can eat properly and be in nature and be free from overstimulation, free from, machines and social media and all that excessive noise, and really be in touch with your human nature, be in touch with, oh, I am this old and I've been doing all of this in my life. Perhaps I should be doing this next, okay? This person is just stuck inside of a dark bubble, and they're like, but I used to be the king, or I used to be the queen, and I used to do things like this, and I used to react like this, and I only know this script, so now when you either learn another one or you fucking stay there, honey. Life goes on. Shit. These people. As if when anyone helped me, I was left to rot and die inside of a mental asylum, put there by my own family, who wanted to use me, not even for my money, because by that time I had used all my monies to complement their fuckeries, but use my corpse to collect a check, or use my invalid body to collect a check. I dragged myself out of places while I couldn't walk. Nobody ever came to rescue me. So whenever someone is dealing with like a minor insecurity or just being unwilling to learn, because you can say, this is difficult for me to learn, and so I am going to try and find a million ways where you actually can learn that. What I don't want to hear is, I don't want to learn that because I'm too special, because you're not, you're just too stupid. This is a stupid person. not someone who struggles to learn, who needs to learn stuff in their own way, who needs to learn stuff from multiple sources at the same time. Like, we all have different modalities, and that's not an issue, okay? But this is someone who is using excuses to avoid growth, to avoid progression. This is someone who probably was made feel stupid, and they kind of don't want to deal with that feeling within themselves again. Like, feeling like they're trying and failing, and so they set themselves up for failure, so they blame everyone else. Like they externalize all the struggles and all their discomfort, which can be explained from a neurological point of view. Doesn't need that you need to justify that and be like, oh, poor soul, they cannot even do that and do that and do that, because here I am telling you that I couldn't even exist. And nobody felt obligated to do absolutely nothing for me. And that was actually better at the end of the day, because I crafted my own way out. And this is something that anyone can learn to do. Doesn't mean that everyone can have the same way out, but everyone has a way out. I mean, just look at abusive people. They just push the system a little bit and they're back inside. So imagine when you have your hands clean and all you need to do is heal your goddamn self. Really, what's this person's excuse? Sometimes it just doesn't make sense, and it is what it is. So yeah, take your time. And I had a lot of self-defense charms for you. I don't know if I managed to show all the cards because of all the fuss, but what I'm seeing here is that you need to take time to validate and acknowledge every detail of the relationship, because there were probably very complicated intrications. Perhaps this person was a soulmate. This is someone that you met in a past life, and so you probably have past life karmas that is also playing out. So that's why you are having all of these synchronicities while you are dealing with this person. But the synchronicities are coming to make you pay attention to stuff. It's not a sign that you need to stay attached to this person. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, but it doesn't make any sense. This is mental. Okay, this is something that you need to embody with your intuition, with your mind, with your heart, with your stomach, with your ass, and whatever. Okay, this is like, you need to be aligned in your, yeah, this is a fuckery. Thank you, bye. I'm sorry for whatever it is that you're going to experience after my departure from this fuckery. But you're also responsible for your own days. So hope you have a good one.